In our hands a precious and proud legacy of achievement, harmony and unity that must be protected and developed. Perhaps the most important example of this legacy is the fact that so many members of this community, our community, have contributed so much in so many different ways to Canberra and Australia over the years. This example of integration and service is our Jewish contribution to a successful multicultural Australian society that has welcomed us, so many of us, from war and calamity. We shall treasure always the welcome that we have received here in this land, so that we too can call Australia our home. Our building is 43 years old, and it is now time for us to plan for the future, which will include renovations and extensions. Later this evening, the first ceremonial earth will be turned on our new building works. Also involved in our planning for the future is the initiative that comes with the appointment of Rabbi Meltzer. New buildings and facilities will never be enough. Most important of all is the quality of what happens within, including the programs, the services and the education. That is why the board has set the course of developing and enhancing our own community participation and involvement. The quality of leadership is critical in this process, from all age groups and sectors. We are setting out to ensure that young, emerging leaders are nurtured and developed. This is our greatest challenge. Rabbi Meltzer, you have also great challenges and responsibilities ahead in whatever communities, shuls and organisations you lead now and in the future. We wish you well in this endeavour and do enjoy the journey.
Thanks, Robert. Our second presentation will be an address by Peter Wertheim, who is Executive Director of the Executive Council of Australian Jewry, the national peak body of the Australian Jewish community. Peter is a very strong advocate for the Jewish community and for multicultural diversity in the broader Australian community. Welcome, Peter.
Thank you, Yael. Your Excellencies, distinguished ministers and members of Parliament, Chief Rabbi and other learned rabbis, faith leaders from other communities and other lay leaders of other communities, welcome, and it's a great pleasure to be here. I also bring you warm greetings from the ECAJ President, Robert Duke, who unfortunately is overseas at the present time but would have loved to have been here. The inauguration of Rabbi Meltzer as a full-time rabbi of the ACT Jewish community is a watershed, not just for this particular community, but it's also a wonderful, positive development for the whole of Australian Jewry. The ACT Jewish community may be small in numbers, but it is strong and vibrant in spirit and in its religious, educational and communal life. Under a succession of very able presidents and other office bearers, the community has been able to grow and develop and provide its members not only with religious services and the celebration of Jewish festivals, but also an increasingly rich and diverse array of social, educational, cultural and communal activities. These have attracted and brought together more and more Jewish Canberrans with a wide range of views and levels of observance who would otherwise have been relegated to the margins of Jewish communal life, if not isolated from it altogether. This has been a wonderful achievement, and it is with great joy that we give thanks that we have been blessed to see the community building on its successes with the appointment of its own rabbi, and especially a rabbi so accomplished and full of youthful energy and ideas as Rabbi Meltzer. The ACT Jewish community is a vital component of Australian Jewry for many reasons, not least of which is its strategic location in the nation's capital, where my organisation does so much of its work. One cannot overstate the importance of having a Canberra Jewish community which has the capacity not only to explain Judaism and a Jewish perspective on many issues to our political leaders and public servants, but also to give them a taste and personal experience of Jewish life and Jewish warm hospitality in this wonderful centre. With Rabbi Meltzer's appointment, that capacity will be immeasurably enhanced. Rabbi and Rebbetzin Meltzer, I wish you both a hearty mazel tov on your new positions and join the whole community in wishing you every success. And to Robert Cussel and the team he leads in the ACT Jewish community, congratulations on this latest achievement. May you and the community you lead continue to go from strength to strength.
Thanks, Peter. Our third presentation is by Dr. Danny Lamb, who is President of the Zionist Federation of Australia, the federal body responsible for supporting relationships between the Australian Jewish community and the State of Israel. Welcome, Danny.
Lord Rav Moreno Rav, Rabbanim. I'm delighted to be here on behalf of the Zionist Federation of Australia to extend congratulations to this ACT community and to Rabbi Meltzer for his appointment as the founding rabbi. In the late 19th century, Rabbi Meir Shapira was the rabbi who established the concept of Daf Yomi, the idea of learning a page from the Talmud each day. And he founded a yeshiva, a place of higher learning, that was called Yeshivat Chachmei Lublin in Eastern Europe. And on the entrance to the yeshiva, there was a sentence inscribed there that said, and it came from Psalms chapter 34, Lechu banim shimu li yirat Hashem alamedchem. Go students, listen to me, I will teach you the fear of God. And immediately one might ponder why he would not have said, come in, children, come in, my students, and I will teach you. The rabbi had a message, and the message was that success will be measured by outreach. To teach the fear of God, to teach the beginning of all knowledge, the respect of God as a long-term project of education, but not locked in the doors, not locked in the complex, but to go out amongst the people. This week's parasha, the portion that we read in the Torah, each week we read another section, has a dream. It's Jacob's dream. The dream is of the ladder. Sulam mutzav arza, verosho magia hashamaya, umalachim elokim olim v'yordim bo. Malachei elokim olim v'yordim bo. A ladder firmly planted on the ground, but reaching to the heavens, and the angels of God rising and climbing down the ladder. The notion is one of stability, firm resolve, but with heavenly dreams. And that's what we want to wish you, Rabbi, as you commence your journey, that you should remain rooted with strong conviction, but with the aspirations that are provided by the heavens. Before I conclude, one more from the Bible. This week's parasha is called Vayetze. Vayetze Yaakov mi Be'er Sheva Vayelech Harana. Jacob went out of Beersheba and he went to Haran. And the great commentator Rashi said, why was it necessary to describe where he left from? Surely the only important thing is where you're going. And Rashi interprets that when a righteous man departs a city, the city is diminished, and when a righteous man comes to a city, its allure is gained. And so it says, Huhoda, Huziva, Huhadara. He adds to its glory, its splendour and its beauty. And so the presence of this Jewish community centre and the place of the Rabbi and his Rebbetzin leading this community is one that we think will add to the beauty and the splendour and the greatness of Canberra. And in conclusion, I want to read to you the words that Rabbi Genende, who was due to speak today but had to attend a funeral in Melbourne, asked me to read on his behalf. I have known Rabbi Alon and his family since his birth in New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud. My association with the Canberra community goes back years. Alon brings the blessings of the cloud and a pillar of fire, one of passion and compassion, to the Dreamtime capital of our country. May his vision join the dreams of the ACT Jewish community. May Hashem, God, bless him and the congregation with wisdom and strength, courage and caring. To you, Robert, Yael, the executive, all the committee and all the community, we wish you that Rabbi Genende's blessings be seen speedily in our days. Thank you.